So, what is your name and where are you from?
I'm Kristen Knight, and I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Okay. How long have you been in recovery?
Not long enough. This time around, it's almost 3 months. Before that, I had 9 months, but I've been doing it for a couple of years now. I was late to the game, but it was a short-lived kind of thing.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And I mean, from what I understand, going in and out is like normal, I guess.
It's very normal. I'm finding out. A lot of people rarely have just the one and done, but I think that kind of makes us all come together a little more because we can relate to that. So.
Yeah, because it's like, hey, you stumble and you fall, but let's get back up, try again.
Exactly. Like it's how we learn.
Yeah, so long as you're lucky enough to make it back, right?
Exactly. Especially nowadays when they're putting fentanyl in everything.
Yeah. So what made you get into recovery, or what made you decide enough is enough?
I was 30, back at my mom's, drinking a handle of vodka a day, not doing anything. And like as much as my family wanted me to do it, I wasn't quite ready. So I guess hitting rock bottom and losing multiple jobs, it had a whole big old pity party. Everybody was invited. But yeah, Nexus honestly was really, I went there, I've been there like 4 times. It's a women's state-funded recovery center.
Okay.
It's actually a really good program. People dog on it a lot, but if you complete the program, you're able to come back. And like we often do, relapse multiple times. There's always a good place to go for that. But I wouldn't say there was one thing. I'm not somebody that's like doing it for my kids or my family members. This time I'm doing it for me. So.
And that's where it really matters, though, right?
It is. I actually got my belly laugh back like a month after being sober. You know, you're riding that pink cloud, and it starts to feel good. And like, I haven't been sober just like a normal sobriety. I've always been on something since I was like 15, prescribed or at least. But it's refreshing to.
It is.
Yeah, not have to rely on something that I have anxiety. I'm actually able to manage it without meds, which I never thought that would ever be a thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm happier. And I'm hoping it stays like that. And if it doesn't, I need to make some changes to make it happier.
There you go. It's just one step at a time, right?
Literally.
And no matter how big or small.
Correct. The smaller the better, I've heard.
Sometimes, yeah.
Just the 1% for one day, you know, and then the next day.
What goals do you have, like short-term or long-term, or both?
Actually, I want to get just a year of sobriety under my belt, stay with Oxford, and then I want to become a flight attendant because I love to, I mean, I have no kids, I have no man, still awesome, so no ties. I really want to see how other cultures handle recovery, and also just see the world and travel, even though there's a big stigma about you know, the drinking, which I found out actually, if you're in an airport and you ever hear anybody come on over the speaker and say, there's a Bill W. missing at this location, it's actually for anybody that wants to go to an AA meeting. They have them there at airports.
Really?
So that was kind of cool, yeah.
Huh.
So it's pretty big in the community. Like half the people are still probably drinkers and whatever, and the other half are recovering. So, yeah.
I had no idea.
Either did I. I actually heard it. We were at left field. I was like, it's pretty early for one, but I get it. Time to kill on a layover, I guess.
Yeah. What was that saying? What's the difference between a pirate, an Irishman, and a drunk?
You got me.
The hour hand on the clock.
Clever.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before.
So what would you say you're most proud of in your recovery so far?
We were digging deep. I would say my patience, honestly.
Okay.
I have always been really quick to judge people and try to and control everything. And honestly, like the whole relinquishing just to something bigger, I can't control. Like the more I'm finding out, it's very refreshing. The less I'm controlling anything, or at least trying to, thinking like that'll help the stress. It's actually less stressful. Things just actually work out for the best. They really do.
Gotcha.
And so it's just like when everybody says that when they go to recovery or AA or anything like meetings wise, like you will be surprised. Like things just start getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like a director. I want to be in control of everything, of course. So, but yeah, it doesn't end up pretty when I do that.
Mm-hmm.
Less stress. It's pretty relaxing, honestly.
Yeah. Sounds like you need to not have expectations.
I'm learning that. Yes.
Yeah.
I have very high expectations though, and I need to start clinking that down a little bit.
But it's hard though, isn't it?
Yes, excruciatingly hard.
Because for you, everything's common sense. Like, why don't you just do it this way? Or what's taking so long? Something like that.
Right.
But
and why can't everybody be like that?
You want everyone to read your mind and do what you wanted them to do without you telling them.
Yes. Why can't they do that? I mean, come on now. It's not that hard.
Yep.
But it is hard. And that's what makes life enjoyable and entertaining, actually. Because if you can control everything, it'd be boring, I think. Mm-hmm. I would be a terrible director, honestly. It'd be bad. No Scorsese here.
Like an M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Yes.
That's the very end. It's like, and that was all a dream.
Yep. It's gone. He's dead the whole time. Never knew it.
So, one more question. Let me pull this out. Because I don't even remember all my questions.
You're good.
So... Okay, what resources have you used for your recovery?
Definitely the big book, 12-step study.
Okay.
I have a sponsor. I've had other sponsors in the past, but this one I'm at like step 8 or 9 before it was really slow, but she's amazing. And it definitely makes a difference and it helps.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And then Oxford, of course, just the involvement in it, I don't know, it kind of illuminates the future, seeing other people and helping other people, and it's fun. And I like it. It gives back. And I sound like a cheese fest, but it's really true. But that, and then meeting people I would never expect to meet. Yep. Like my roommate, somebody I would never ever expect to be roommates with, but she is like the smartest person I've ever met, and she's freaking hilarious. And her boyfriend is a genius, so it kind of works out. And I would have never wanted to pick that room to move into, but now that I'm in that room, I'm like really happy. Like Oxford brings people together, and so like I can always bounce off different ideas from her. She follows I would say a step program, I think, but it's very, very different, but it's still a recovery program.
Yep.
So it's very enlightening and intellectual to hear other perspectives. Because I feel like with hers, it's very misunderstood. She gets a lot of judgment about it, whereas people afford to just open up and just even listen for like 5 or 10 minutes. They would realize it's not at all what they thought it was.
Oh, yeah. No. And that's a lot of things with life.
Literally, yes. Like people are just so quick to just shut everything off and just have their mind made up, when really I don't think anything's black and white. I think it's very much shades of gray.
No.
So many different angles.
The only thing black and white is life and death.
True.
Because they're both inevitable, but we can't control either one, really. So.
Nope. Hopefully I get to extend mine, though. Sobering up health for that.
Yep.
Yeah, the health wasn't getting good.
All right, well, I'll let you go. I appreciate your time, patience, and understanding, and I wish you the best of your journey on recovery.
Thank you very much. Look forward to hearing more from you.
Will do.